Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Is that Team Magma? What could they be doing? Wait, please! Don't take my goods. Something about this guy just running around screaming, "Don't take my goods!" It's always been very amusing to me. Anyways, let's completely ignore that guy's plight and come up here to get a super potion. You also see some trainers and stuff over there, just don't worry about it, they're not important. I just want to get a super potion. Alright. Oh, it's you! You're that fantastic trainer who helped me in Petalburg Woods. Help me! I was robbed by Team Magma. I have to get the Devon goods back. If I don't, I'm going to be in serious trouble. Anyways, we just beat a gym leader. Let's go ahead and save just in case things go awry. You never know what's gonna happen. Alright, and as I said before, I'm gonna start speeding up the water encounters, because ain't nobody got time for that. Ha. I referenced a meme that's like 5 years old. Alright, so this guy has tough bug Pokemon, apparently. I'll believe that when I see it. Yeah. Not real impressed with your lineup so far, buddy. We probably want to move Mudshot to the front, because it's now our most powerful move. Although, it's not... Bug resists ground, so we don't want to use it on this one. Oh, dang. A one-hit KO. And Nincida... Is it Nincada or is it Nincida? I never knew. It's based on Cicada, so you think it'd be Nincada, right? Just a combination of ninja and cicada. But for some reason I've always called that Nincida. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, while I was trying to figure out how to pronounce the name of Nincada, I won the fight. Yeah, giving me a real workout. And let's go fight this guy too. This guy has interesting dialogue. Tailo, whatever, who cares. Okay. My Pokemon rule, check him out, 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 check him out. Anyways, you may be noticing that I'm fighting every single while in battle, when I could just be running away from them. And I'm sure there will be a point later on in which I do run away from a Pokemon battle, but you can blame Slowflake for this one. I used to be a fan of his, and he had this policy of he fights every single wild fight he encounters to get every single last drop of experience out of it. And that stuck with me after I watched his videos. I used to just skip through and run away from the wild fights. But now, I am following the line of Slowflake, except I don't really like him anymore, but he's still... I can't deny that he influenced me as a Pokemon player. Let me teach you how strong my adorable Pokemon is. Alright, let's see it. I mean, I'd say that Mudden here is pretty adorable. He's the perfect duology of being strong, but also cute. Yeah, sorry to kind of wreck your self-image there, last Janice. I am several notches above you, I'll have you know. That was a one-hit KO. That is a Tailo, who I don't care about. And now, let's fight this dude. If the tail doesn't go through, then I'll just go over the top. Thanks for letting us know. Was this Hiker Anthony? No, Hiker Clark. Okay, I think I know this game better than I am. I'm trying to guess all the trainer names, and not guessing correctly, as it turns out. Alright, bye Geodude. You're useless. Oh wait, there's more Pokemon. We just fought a ton of these, so I'm not really concerned at all. Alright, come on. Yeah, I know. Your last level 8 Geodude did so well. I'm sure this one's gonna completely overpower me. Losing made me tired. Yeah, if you say so, buddy. Anyways, I want to check something real quick. Can Marshtomp actually learn Cut? Okay, I didn't think so. I just wanted to check. So we're just not going to worry about that for now. We don't really need it anytime soon. It just would have been nice to grab those berries, you know. You know. Oh, what am I to do? We were on our walk, Pico and I, when we were jumped by an odd thug. A scoundrel made up with my darling Pico. Break out! That's what his voice sounds like. I like how he roars. Like, what a weird dude. Alright, Whisper, whatever. Who cares? Alright, found a Pokeball. We can use that. Actually, no, we can't, because I'm not catching anything. What, are you coming? Come and get something. And yet he steps back, trying to act all tough, are you now? Alright, yeah, don't care, whatever. Level 19, cool. Grah! Keel haul it all! That hostage Pokemon turned out to be worthless. And to think I made a... Yeah, what was your plan, dude? This hostage Pokemon you taken. Like, what are you gonna do with it? It's just, I walked towards you and you're like, I guess the hostage thing didn't work. Like, where's the stakes? Man, you have to create stakes when there's a hostage situation. I somehow know more about being a villain than you do. My career in crime comes to a dead end. Well, maybe that's for the better. You don't really seem to have a talent for it. This plan is not right. The boss told me this would be a slick and easy job. I'm sorry, I'm being stupid. All I had to do was steal some package from Devon. You want it that badly? Take it. Alright, we got the goods. Slick and easy. Pico, am I glad you're safe? Pico owes her life to you. I'm not doing the voice. They call me Mr. Briny, and you are? That's not the voice I did just 2 seconds ago. Ah, so you're Ruby. I sincerely thank you. Now, if there's anything that troubles you, don't hesitate to tell me. Why the heck? What is that voice? What am I doing? Gosh, okay, that reminds me of... The voice is just doing reminds me of something, and I can't think of what. And that's gonna drive me nuts. Like, gosh. What voice is that? Okay, what? Tailo, go away. I'm just gonna get annoyed at every single wild Pokemon and say something like that every single time I run into one. Oh, how'd it go? Did Devon goods? You did? You got him back. You really are a great trainer. I know. As my thanks, I'll give you another Great Ball. Alright, thanks. Excuse me, please. Please come with me. This is the Devon Corporation's 3rd floor. Our president's office is on this floor. Anyways, I can't tell you how much I'm grateful for what you've done. By the way, that parcel you got back for us, could I get you to deliver it to the shipyard in Slateport? It'd be awful if those robbers tried to take it again. So, can I count on you to do that for me? Oh, that's right. Could you wait here a second? Our president would like to have a word with you. Please come with me. I'm Mr. Stone, the president of the Devon Corporation. I've just got a word about you. You saved our staff not just once, but twice. I have a favor to ask of an amazing person like you. I understand that you're delivering a package to Slateport shipyard. Well, on the way, could you stop off in Dewford Town? I was hoping that you'd deliver a letter to Stephen in Dewford. Obtain the letter! Yeah! No, you should know that I am a great president. Wow, real ego there. So, I'd never be cheap as to ask a favor for nothing in return. That's why I want you to have this. Pokenav. That device. It's a Pokemon Navigator, or Pokenav for short. It's an indispensable tool for any trainer on an adventure. It has a map of the whole region. You can check the locations of Dewford and Slateport easily. Alright, thanks dude. So now we just gotta leave this giant building. There's nothing really interesting in here, so don't worry about talking to anyone. At least not yet. probably come back here at some point. Alright, so I'm gonna go heal real quick, and then we're gonna go to Dewford Town, just as we were ordered to. Because we're just being everyone's errand boy now that we've proved ourselves. I mean, that is kind of how real life works. You do something good, and someone's like, oh, that person's reliable. I can ask them to do more stuff for me.
Oh, hi, Ruby. How's your Pokédex coming along? Mine's looking pretty decent. I got Pokemon and Probo words until I ran out of Pokeballs.
Well, that's good for you. I personally am choosing to walk a different path. Start singing Green Day. I almost broke into song there. I stopped myself at the last minute. Alright, so let's just take the short way back through Petalburg Woods, because there sure isn't anything off to the side that's important to get. And, come back here, you have to time yourself.
Hold up, lass. Wake up, Pico.
You're Ruby. You saved my darling Pico. He owes so much to you. Oh, you know what? I figured out what that voice is. That's like Poe's dad from Kung Fu Panda. That's kind of what it reminds me of. There might be something else it reminds me of too, but that's the first thing that comes to mind. Anyway, so we get in the boat. The boat looks very good in its 32-bit goodness here. I like how tiny this boat is. It's just very amusing to me.
Ahoy! We've hit land in Dewford. I suppose you're off to deliver that letter to who is it now? Stephen?
Stephen! Oh, he said that more definitively than I gave him credit for. Talk to this guy. Got your eyes on this, oh, whatever. Okay, he gives you a silk scarf. Probably never gonna use that, but I just thought I'd show it's there. This guy, hey. Yeah, sure, I'm getting the itch to fitch. The fish. Sure. I'm just gonna go with that one. Yeah, whatever, okay. Excellent. I didn't mean to talk to you again. I think there's something over here, maybe? No? Okay. I was just making that up. Alright, so now we're gonna wanna head on to the second gym, which is just right here. And it is a fighting type gym, so let's see how it goes. Don't you dare brush me off. It's not my fault if you cry. Alright, so we have this trainer who's just sort of suspended in midair. That's fairly impressive. Are you sure it's not a psychic type gym? And this should just... Oh, you actually survived the hit. Wow, I'm impressed. It's using Bide, but I think I can finish it off quickly enough to where that won't be a problem. So long, Metatite. And thanks for all the fish. Wah! I lost. What a hypocrite. Alright, so let's continue on. Is there anything this way? No. Here we go. Mike is right, come on! Alright, sure. You have a lot to say, I appreciate that. And Black Belt Hideki. And this guy has a Machop. Or a Machop. Is it Machop or is it Machop? Machop. That'd be like... I don't know, most words aren't pronounced that way, but Machop sounds weird. I think it's supposed to be Machop. But like, that's also kind of weird in a different way. Oh god, I should have just used a water gun or something, but whatever. If you're wondering why I'm doing that, I'll usually finish off a Pokemon with low HP with a weaker move to save PP on the stronger one. So that's just a thing. I think I learned that one from Checker Conroy. I actually still watch him from time to time. Checker Conroy was the first Let's Play I ever watched, and it was a complete freak accident that I started watching him. YouTube used to have this thing on our homepage that was videos being watched right now. And one time I randomly went to the YouTube homepage, and the video being watched right now was the last episode of his Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door Let's Play. And I was like, dude, I love Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, and this move's useless, don't learn it. But I never actually was able to beat it at the time, so I wanted to see how it ended, so I watched that. And it's funny, my first initial reaction to him was like, I thought his voice was really annoying, but I got used to it, and I ended up warming up to him. At the time, that video had been recently released, and he was starting a new Pokemon Fire Red Let's Play. He was, at the time at which I started watching him, he was 10 episodes into it. And he was currently kind of taking a brief break to go on vacation. And so I subscribed to the guy. He had like 19,000 subscribers at the time. Pretty, like, small act. Like, today he's huge. He has like millions of subscribers. Generally are not really that important. I'm just gonna keep telling my story. And then I went to check out his channel, and I saw this dude. I still remember his username, but I won't say it because I don't want to humiliate this person. Although you can actually probably still find their comments if you go back into my channel comments. But like, this dude was, I don't remember exactly what they were saying, but they were like, dude, why aren't you uploading Pokemon Fire Red? You know, whenever you make Let's Plays, there's a lot of people who act like that, just like, make the next video, make the next video, make the next video. And so I kind of went onto into their channel and left a comment saying like, the dude's on vacation, chill. I don't remember exactly what I said. I can't imagine it was especially rude, because I'm not usually the type of person to act that way. Oh my goodness, this guy's me off. Oops, I just swore that you didn't see anything there. Alright, come on, Machop, just die already. I might have been a little bit too cocky jumping into this fight. I'm gonna be honest here. But let's see if I can pull through. Alright, let's see if I can down it. Or I probably won't be able to one-hit KO it, but that at least did most of the damage. And he's bulking up, but I think I'm strong enough to finish it off even with the increased defense. So let's see here. Yep, okay, cool. Yeah, so I left a comment on this guy's channel, basically just kind of telling him to back off. And then he's went back onto my channel and said something like, I can't believe you said that to me, I'm banning you from my channel. And then he blocked me, so I was like, alright, fine. I have no regrets. Anyway, so you get the Knuckle Badge from Brawly. And then he gives you another thing. TM08 Bulk Up.
That TM08 contains Bulk Up. It's a move that raises both attack and defense stats.
There, I voice acted him for 2 lines. Alright, continuing on. I probably won't be going for too much longer. But actually, you know what, I probably should end it here. I need to go eat dinner. So yeah, I guess that'll be the end of the session. Alright, having fun so far. Already got our first 2 gym badges, and this is my first day recording this. Alright, sweet. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and save. And I'm not really recording, because I'm recording these in advance and not just as I'm releasing them, like with my other 2 projects right now. I don't think it really matters, so I'm not going to bother doing an outro.
Hello, son, I hope you're having fun. You got it wrong, sir. I'm only the cleaner with that D-fire.
Wait, hold on. First, let me just make sure it's actually recording. I get it right. MKV, good, good. Choo-choo. Hey everybody, it's XEspmasterX. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Ruby. In the last episode... Oh, wait a minute. I think this is going to be like in the middle of an episode. So, I'm going to shut up. Anyways, it doesn't really feel like it though, because it's actually been like over 2 months since I recorded this last. I recorded everything with me being the first 2 gyms, June 26, 2019. It's now September 2nd. Labor Day. Happy Labor Day, everyone. Even though this is coming out late. So yeah, now it's September, I'm going to start getting my channel back up and running again. Next weekend I'm going to start getting into that Chorokyu stuff, which I've been talking about. And here's a heart scale. There's a few of these just hidden in random places around the game. They will come in handy later. Maybe. Not in this run though. I don't think I'm ever going to use them here. But in a normal run they would potentially come in handy. There's just a lot of hidden items around here. And there's also fishermen. Specifically this guy. So, I think quite a lot's happened since I last recorded this. Well, for one thing, I beat Chorokyu. Although this came out after that came out, which is confusing, but whatever. I finished my Hot Wheels XEspmasterX Let's Play, and I actually recorded the. This is where this gets weird, so bear with me, but I actually recorded the first segment of this before I had even started the Hot Wheels XEspmasterX stuff. Which is, if that's not confusing, then I don't know what is. I just confuse myself sometimes. We can ignore that guy. He's not really important to the ongoing world affairs at stake here. Now, I know this is a MaDKIP run, but if I find a shiny Pokemon, I'm gonna catch it. I'm not letting it go. A shiny Pokemon's basically... It's an extremely rare chance. I think it's like... I don't know what the exact number is. It changes between the generations, so I can never really keep it straight. But I want to say it's something like a 1 in 10 million chance. You'll run into a Pokemon that has a slightly different coloration. This actually happened in my Pokemon Emerald Let's Play, which I did with King Guy Red. In the second and final episode, I ran into a Poochyena that was shiny, just while I was grinding off screen, and it took a save state so I could show everyone. Anyways, so we have to navigate in the dark here. Thankfully, I'm a total nerd, and I've played this game so many times that I won't really have any problems doing so. So you can just watch my footsteps. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go recently, actually. I got myself an Azelf last week. A pretty good one, too. It has Future Sight, which is its strongest move. Yeah, just getting a lot more into that game recently. Also, Pokemon Masters is out, and I need to download that. I keep on forgetting to do so. It's just plugging all the Pokemon stuff. Actually, I gave myself permission to speed through the wild battle, so I don't know what I'm doing. Is there another item here? No, I guess not. Okay. No, shut up. That's right, shut up, Abra. You're making so much noise. Okay. Yeah, this is going to happen a lot in these caves. They tend to not be the most interesting to watch. Especially if all the fights are like absolute pushovers. Now, right here is an Everstone, which I also don't really even need, so I'm just going to leave it there, honestly. Like, no, I'll pick it up. Who knows, I might need it in the post-game for something. Even though I don't really... What the Everstone does is it prevents your Pokemon from evolving, which is pretty situational. Generally, the only time you're going to want to do that is if you want your Pokemon to, like, learn a certain move early, which I have done from time to time. Sometimes it can be useful, but I usually don't bother like dealing with that kind of crap. Get out of here. Alright, so you talk to this Steven guy. He's just this dude who collects rocks. Kind of a chick magnet, actually. Very big with the ladies. And he gives you a TM, which I'm never going to use. So, that's all for Granite Cave. That was fairly uneventful, I suppose. But that's the way it should be in a MaDKIP run. I feel like I was talking about something, and I lost... Yeah, Everstone. But I think specifically in Pokemon Emeralds, it can be used to some good effect in breeding. I don't know if I'm going to mess around with that or no, because breeding's kind of a can of worms. Well, I don't even know if I want to talk about this, but I guess I will because I don't know what to do. Every Pokemon has 6 values, which are called IVs, which basically determine what their stats will be. There's also EVs, which they get from battling. Actually, you know what? Since I said I was gonna do this, and I didn't actually do it, let me go check something just for fun. I'm going to check and see what my MaDKIP's IVs are. This will also be a good learning experience. So bear with me here. How I do it is I have a save file editor that's called PKHEX. I could technically use this to make all of my MaDKIP's IVs max, but I'm not going to because I'm not a cheater. Okay, so real quick, let me just no. There you go, that's it. Alright, how do I... Alright, there you go. So here's the save file editor. And what you do is you go in here and you say open. This isn't the right file. Then you click on your .sav file. It'll bring it up. As you see, I have nothing in here except for MaDKIP. Here's Modan. It'll tell you everything about it. Apparently it's at 141 friendship right now. You can check all sorts of things. Okay, so IVs here are 3 for HP, 24 for attack, 25 for defense, 28 for special attack, 22 for special defense, and 4 for speed. So I wish I could have gone for a better HP one, but most of these are decent enough. It's on a scale of 0 to 31. Or is it 0 or is it 1 to 31? I think it's 0. I think you can have an IV of 0. And EVs here, you get by battling. What type of... You get 1 point for each Pokemon you KO. And it depends on what type of Pokemon it is. Like, a lot of them, the early game Pokemon gives you speed, which is why it has so much. Defense would probably come from those errands I just battled, if I have to guess. But yeah, so... There you go, learning experience. Alright, back to the game. Talk to Mr. Briny.
Ahoy, for you are going to sea anytime. No friend, where are we bound?
We're done. Once you deliver the letter to Steven, you can go off to Slateport. Although, actually, you're not required to beat the gym first. You can skip the gym and come back later. Sorry if you can hear my chair creaking. I'm in one that's a little bit finicky like that. Alright, so there's a lot of trainers on this beach.
I like 8 good ports around the world, but Slateport's the best.
Yeah, these are like the stereotypical matey type sailors. Look at that grin. I don't know what kind of comment that was, but shut up. Anyways. Okay. I feel like I got... Yeah, so... Okay, sorry, I keep on losing my train of thought. This is going to happen a lot. So this little girl gives you the soft sand, which I'm going to want to give to Marshtomp because it boosts the power of ground type moves, such as Mud Shot, which is pretty much the only move I've been using in the if you haven't noticed. There's some hidden items. Yeah, there's another heart scale around the beach, especially under these umbrellas. For the most part, it's probably not worth checking every single tile. I'll come back here a little bit later, maybe, if I feel like it. Once I get a certain item. So this kid says that he wants a soda pop. Did you know that soda rots your teeth? Stay woke, fellas. This message was paid for by the Dentist Foundation of America. Alright, no, in all seriousness, IV breeding is a thing you can do. So as we talked about, each Pokemon gets these 6 IVs just kind of randomly. And in Pokemon Emerald specifically, if you give your Pokemon an Everstone, I think it's guaranteed to pass down 3 of the IVs. So if you can find a Pokemon and if you don't have a save file editor, determining this is really difficult. But if you find a Pokemon which has a perfect IV, you can repeatedly breed it, so that there's a good chance that the perfect IV will be passed down, and the more you breed, you might start accumulating more of them, just through sheer luck. I also don't know if there's a easy way in this game to tell what your Pokemon's IVs are. There are in later games, because they made this a lot easier to do, especially in Pokemon X and Y. I've actually IV bred stuff in X and Y. Like, I IV bred an Eevee, which I evolved into Espeon, because as you know, it's my favorite Pokemon. I IV bred a Fletchling, which ended up being a very good Talonflame. And then there's one other I did. What was it? I tried to IV breed a Dunsparce just because I thought it'd be funny, but I ended up abandoning that. Yeah, I think I also IV bred, got 2 Joltik, which I evolved into Galvantulas with slightly different movesets. Just because I like Galvantula. Talonflame I did for strategic reasons. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. But IV breeding in this game is not a lot of fun. And even like getting that Eevee took me like 2 weeks of repeatedly hatching eggs by running around the circle in Lumio City. In this game I imagine it's even worse, because there's no NPC who will tell you what your Pokemon's IVs are. Obviously, if you're on emulator, you can speed up the process a lot. But normally, I think what you'd have to do is you'd have to just level up your Pokemon possibly with a certain set of EVs until they're at the point where you can calculate what their IVs are using their base stats. And that just sounds like too much effort for me. Because you'd have to do that every single time you hatch a new Pokemon. I mean, you could tell a little bit from their initial stats, like usually it's just like a 4, a 5, or a 6. But if you see a 6 in all the stats, I mean, it'll depend on what the Pokemon is. But you can say, okay, so all of the IVs were within the range of 21 to 31 or something like that. There's a calculator on Cerebi you can use to determine that. It'll give you like a range if it's not specific enough to know for sure. Anyway, we don't need to get any more into that. I think you have a taste of just how difficult that is, and I would appreciate if things would not fall over at my feet. Boing battles aren't worth the effort. Fiery hot battles are what toughen up trainers and Pokemon. So yeah, I don't know what is the deal with beauties in this game and heat. There's another one who I remember later who also says the same thing while literally standing in a volcano. Oops, spoiler alert, guys. If you don't want spoilers for Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire's story, turn away now. That's hot. I like that dialogue.
Previously on Avatar.